Hi you guys, welcome to Saturday Scrap Your Bin, and welcome back. So this is our last Saturday for this, and I really had a lot of fun doing this, so thank you so much, Megan, for having me, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well as I did, because I'm sure using my scraps, I'm really putting it to use and really enjoy creating things. I mean, I've created flip books, tags, and it's just an awesome feeling. So I hope you have been inspired as well. So let's go ahead and get started with my project. Now, I used some of my scraps that I have, and I used the pink one. So my project is going to be flowers, and it is a requested one. So I thought what perfect spring and everything would be for anybody that knows how to make flowers, because there's so many tutorials here on YouTube, and I always try to find the one that fits for me, that's easy for me to learn, that's something that I can always use when I want to make my own flowers. So if this will help you and to create your own flowers and just add maybe a tip, or and just make it your own, that's what it's important. So I use some of that, and then I cut up some flowers in here. I did a variety of ones because I wanted to use up my scraps, so I did some big flowers, some little ones. I did some butterflies. I did some of these too. Those. Let's see. I also did some banners. So I did a variety of different things I used on my scraps. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get started. If you saw my last video, I used my Martha Stewart punch. I do enjoy using my punches, but I noticed that I've been using them a lot more. And so a lot of punches that I do like to use for the flower one is this one. This is the one that I'm going to use, that I've already punched out already. But like this one, I also use this one too that I got from Hobby Lobby. This one, I enjoy using this one too. So you get an idea what my flowers that I'm talking about is this one right here. So I created this one. And let me go ahead and add that so you can see it more. So this is how I create them, and it's a very process technique for me. Let's see if you can see that. So I'm going to show you the difference right now. Now when I punch them, they come out like this. That's how they come out, right? And so once I'm done of how I do them, that's how they come out after. Because I want to be able to mold them and move them around, and not so hard if they're like this. So what I do is I either spray them or add a little bit of water and crinkle them up to make them look like real flowers. Like the flowers that I showed in my other videos, if you want to go back and take a look at them. I did show you some flowers that I used on my tag, and those are the flowers that I created. So this is the one that I did just a little bit ago. And so as you can see, there's a difference between both of them. So you're able to mold them this way versus this way. So there's different ways that you can do them, but this is the way that I do them. So let's go ahead and get started. And so I use tweezers for this one. I also use glossy accent. I'm going to use the rest of this. And then I also use my glue gun for the bottom of the flower. And this right here to distress the top. That's what I did on the top to add a little bit of more pink. And then, oops, and that's what the bottom looks like. And then I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started so I can show you how I did it. So I more or less just go like that and then just fold it. So you can either do it that way or you can just pinch it. That's how I kind of said, oh, okay, well, I can do it that way too. So you can do it either way. There are tools that you can use for making flowers, but for me, this is what I use. I go ahead and use what I have, and as you can see, I create the flowers that I enjoy making. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. So what I do, I add, you can use any adhesive, but I use the glossy accent, and I just add some, like, let me show you, right there on the side, on the middle. That's where I add on each petal, because you'll see why once we close it all together. So I'm going to add the glossy accent, and then I will show you, okay. All right. Okay, let me put this down there. So as you can see how I added, and then what you do is you fold them up all together over each one. Let me, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I thought this would be easier because it was kind of hard for me to show you. So you're going to fold them over, and as you can see, this petal will go over that one, and once it goes over half, the other one will go over that one, and then so on. So as you can see, I can mold it the way I want because of the paper. Now, if you don't wet it or anything, then you're not going to be able to mold it. So you can move it around and then just play with it, and you know, just move it like the way you want it to. As you can see how I did that, and that's going to be like the little bud, and I wanted a little bit more. I hope I am showing you. I am not the best teacher on showing you how to make the flowers, but I know there's been some ladies that been wanting me to show you how to do my flowers. So that is the first one, and the glossy accent dries really quick. So as you can see, I had already folded these already, So we're going to go ahead and add the glossy accent. And what we're going to do now, we're going to add it right there in the middle. Right there in the middle. Not on top of the petal, but in the middle of the petal. As you can see. Okay. So let me put this there. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. To add the glossy accent in the middle, because that's where you're going to place the bud. Okay. As you can see how I'm adding, placing it right in the middle. So now I am going to fold them all together and just shape them up. Gotta make sure that it's in the middle. And then just hold them for a second. Now you can use your glue gun if you would like to do that. But I just use my glossy accent because it's faster and it's clear. Okay, so we're gonna let that, I'm probably gonna need to add a little bit more. As you can see, it's already forming already. And when you spray it, you're able to work with the flowers. When they're like this, it's very hard to work with them. I mean, you can make them, you can still make them and use them that way if you like, but I just prefer to do it this way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the same thing that I showed you how to do in this one. So you're going to repeat that step. Depends how many petals you want to do. So you're going to add it in the middle. Let me make sure I'm getting some out. Yeah, in the middle there. So I put some on each petal in the middle and then some right there. I hope I'm explaining and you're understanding. So here we go. And then you just hold it for a couple minutes. And in the process, if you want to, you can get your tweezers or whatever tool you want to use. And then let me hold this. Hold on a minute. You can fold the backwards, the petal backwards, and that's the effect you will get on your petals. And you just repeat that process. It depends how you want your flower. And as you can see, it's not perfect, but it is a flower. So I'm going to repeat this and then I will be right back. Okay, so now that I did that, as you can see, it's forming. And so I just added the last one. And of course you can keep going. And you can also pinch them just to get that that shape. And then once they are all together, then you can go ahead and do the petals. It all depends how you like them too. Now these ones right here, we are going to add some glossy accent. These ones we are not going to fold or anything, because the flower is going to go right on top of it. As you can see, let's see, right in the middle. And then, wait, I think, okay, as you can see how it looks. Okay, and we are going to add the other one. Want to make sure that you can see this. As you can see, I added the glossy accent. And then you can just like cup it just to see how it's forming. You see how that beautiful shape you're getting? Look at that. So, and that's how I use this on top, but since it's still a little damp from when I sprayed it, it will harden up once it gets dry, and then you can just, before it gets hardened, just like kind of fold the petals backwards so you can get the shape that you want, and this is what you will get. So let me show you. Hopefully I explained that, and I showed you the way you were able to see everything. I really hope you were able to see everything. So that's how I do my flowers. That has been highly requested. I hope you enjoy this as well as enjoyed doing these flowers for you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to check out all the ladies that are in this collab and show support, and also give me a thumbs up. And thank you so much for visiting my channel and giving me that support and inspiring me to continue making videos. So thank you so much. Have a great weekend, a great Easter, and all that, and talk to you soon. Bye.